Hi guys, hope you're doing well, hope you're thriving. My name is Doreen. If you're new here, you are welcome to another video, another episode of this goodness. Yeah, so if you're new, you're very welcome. Please hit the subscribe button. It's just right under here. It's written on subscribe and you'll have joined the family. If you're a returning subscriber, you are welcome back. Thank you so much for sharing all the feedback that you do every time you meet me. You tell me how you watch my videos, how they have encouraged you, and I mean, that's the goal, to encourage each other, to uplift each other. Yeah, so in this video, I know the year has not yet fully reached media. I saw a meme where someone was saying that why are people doing media reviews yet the year has not yet fully ended. Like the media has not yet fully ended. Like June is still in the middle. So we should wait for June to end and then we do media reviews. Yeah, so I thought that I would come on here and review the intentions that I made so that I can also be encouraged to continue going after my goals. And also I'd like to encourage you people out there, if you made some goals, you could go ahead and also review so that you can see how far you've gone. You know, you don't want to reach December and then you're like, I wish I had reviewed, I would have done much better. Yeah, so we still have 6 months to go, so we can do better. We can actually do better. Yeah, so I'm going to share the different areas considering how I did the video the first time I did it. So number one, I'm going to talk about YouTube. At the beginning of the year, I rebranded or repurposed my channel. I was sharing everything and anything and everything without a purpose or without it being in context. So through the prayer and fasting, the 21 days of prayer and fasting that I did at the beginning of the year, I got clarity on where the channel should go or what the channel should be about. And the channel is about women, things to make women's life better. Yeah, so I rebranded and it has been going well. I've had peace, a lot of peace in my heart. I've had a lot of calmness, direction, a sense of direction, and I'm so grateful for that. One of the things that I promised myself last year was to be consistent, and I have been consistent since the year began. Every Thursday we have a video, apart from only one Thursday where I think life just got away with me. Like I just got so busy and I couldn't produce a video. Yeah, so I thank God that I've managed to be this consistent up to now, and I pray and hope that by the end of the year I will have uploaded at least one video every week. Yeah, so another thing that I know that on YouTube I need to improve is posting shorts, YouTube shorts. I had promised that I would be posting very many shorts. I started at the first quarter of the year and I posted a few shorts, but since then I've been sleeping on jobs. So yeah, I need to improve on posting shorts and on the community page so that, you know, there's more content out there and then we can be better. Yeah, and then another thing was to invite professionals on the channel, which I have not yet done. But over the last few weeks, I've been identifying a few people that I could call to the channel. I'm going to reach out to them, and then the next half of the year is going to be, you know, fun-packed, information-packed, entertainment packed. Yeah, so we are going to learn so much in the next half of the year. I'm praying and believing that when I reach out to these people and sell them the idea of being on the YouTube channel to encourage another woman out there, they'll be open to the idea. Yeah, so that is it for YouTube. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is personal growth. So one of the things that I'd promised myself to do the beginning of the year was to read 6 books. So far I've read 1. The rest I've read half, a quarter, you know, and I think that is one of the things that is making me lag behind. Like I read a book and I reach in the middle and I just stop there. I think that is one of the things that is making me, you know, lag behind. I need to work on that, focus on one book, finish it, and then go to the next. So in that regard, I'm not doing well. At least half year, I should have read and finished 3 books, which I have not yet done. Yeah, so I really need to improve on reading. And then another thing that I'd promised myself was to do a course in line with decluttering, especially how stress ties into clutter, and I have not yet done it. But that one I know when I sit down at once, I'm going to be serious and do it at once. Like in 1 or 2 weeks, I'll be done. Yeah, so another thing that I talked about was creating a book. Which I'm waiting for the next half of the year. That's when the next intake will be. So I'll join in that intake and then I'll write the book next year. Yeah, so the next thing I would like to talk about is spiritual growth. So at the beginning of the year, I promised myself that I would be going to church more often. And to be honest, I've been going to church every Sunday. I think I've missed like one Sunday or two. So I'm doing well in that department. I'm so grateful to God that I'm, going to church more often. Another thing that I had said was to serve at church, and I joined the ladies ministry at church, and I'm serving as we have a mentorship program running called Apples of Gold at Watoto Church, and I am the coordinator of Apples of Gold program in Watoto Church Mbarara. So I'm so excited about that, and I am more excited to be able to share with ladies, stand with the ladies as we be the best versions of ourselves. Yeah, so I had planned actually in my spiritual goals was to lead the ladies in Apples of Gold. Little did I know that I would be leading or coordinating the whole program. Yeah, so I chose someone else to lead the ladies, because now I was like leading the ladies who are leading ladies. Yeah, so that is how it went about. And then another thing that I promised myself was to host sale at my home, but I have not yet gotten to do that. But my home is open to host sale, though I became a sale intern. There's a sale leader and then the sale intern. So when the sale leader is not available, I step in. Or sometimes even when the sale leader is available, I still step in. So that is the direction. Like, I'm grateful to God for that leadership opportunity. And the other day I was evaluating myself and I'm like, I'm not doing well in this leadership opportunity. I need to do better. Yeah, so come next half, I'm going to do better. When I come to evaluate at the end of the year, I'm going to give you people very positive reviews. Yeah, so are there some of the goals that you made? And as I'm sharing my goals, you're thinking about yours and you're like, I'm lagging behind in that one, or I'm excelling in this one. Please leave the comment below so that we can encourage each other and uplift each other. So another thing that I had said in regards to spiritual growth was Command the Week Monday with prayer and fasting. Guys, I've not been consistent with this one. I'm on and off. I really need to be consistent because people are sharing their testimonies. Everyone who shares with me their prayer requests and I pray for them, they always come back and tell me how things are going, and I'm always so excited. It is very important to pray and fast, ladies. Let's not put away the fasting bit. We always pray and pray and pray, but we don't fast. So I encourage you to also add fasting to the praying, and I know that there's nothing impossible for God. God is going to do it as he has always done. So another thing that I had said that I would do at the beginning of the year in regards to marriage and relationships was to go for a date night. I'm here to report that date night has not yet happened. I think it happened like once or twice, but I really want to do better. I really want to do better. Yeah, so in that field, I'm still lagging behind. And then another thing that I promised was to do a meetup for the ladies, especially my OGs from Immaculate Heart, those who are in Mbarara, and we did that, so I'm excited about that. I ticked that box, so I'm excited about that. And then another thing that I would like to do is to organize a girls' trip. So I've been really thinking so much about it. And yesterday, as I was praying and fasting, God put upon my heart the topics that we shall discuss. And then I think, as I continue, to pray and dedicate this whole girls' trip to God, he's going to show me which ladies to actually invite for the girls' trip. Because I really want it to be so impactful for us as women to be better and do better. And then another thing that I wanted to do was to get meaningful relationships in Mbarara. Like most of you know that I just recently relocated to Mbarara, so most of my friends are in Kampala. So I've been like asking God to bring to bring across or bring to me friends, that people that will be friends that I can count on and they can count on me. And to be honest, God has amazed me in that area. I've made very many nice friends who are there for me, who are just a call away, and they will just show up. So I'm grateful to God for that, as I continue to, make more friends and also be there for the ones that I already have. So for business, career, and investment, so I'm still building my emergency fund. It has not yet reached where I want it to be. The businesses, some of the business that I wanted to do has not yet taken off. And the other business that I was doing, I closed it so that I can re-strategize, because it was not fitting in the specs of the customers that I was getting. And then also it was very expensive to maintain, yet it was not bringing in returns. Yeah, so I'm re-strategizing so that I can get something that is actually good for the customers that I'm getting, and in a good location, and also price friendly in terms of the investment that I put in. Yeah, so that one I'm re-strategizing, but I'm also growing the other business of Home Organized by Dora, the decluttering business. I also included now bed sheets into the business of beddings. Yeah, so into the business, like generally I want to continue adding bit by bit until like I want to keep adding bit by bit, product by product, until I reach a point where I've exhausted all the products that I want in the business. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing for now. Generally, like, to be honest, business is really slow right now. Business is slow. I really need to do better, and I hope that this financial year, the financial year that we are starting, things will look up for each and every one of us, especially the business people, even the employed people. Yeah, so I hope that things will actually look up for us. Yeah, so another sector is self-care. I had promised myself to be doing bi-monthly facials. I have not done any facial. I've been so busy. Like, I feel like I've been so busy. I haven't gotten time like to catch my breath or something like that, and also to organize my finances very well so that I'm able to go for that facial. I really need it, but I've not yet gone for the facial. So I hope that maybe the second half of the year I can do like 2 or 3 facials. I'm believing really and trusting God, fingers crossed. Another thing that I promised myself was to do my nails every month. As you can see, my nails are not done. An article passed through social media and they were saying that the UV light machines where we put our nails that cause cancer. So I've been so skeptical about putting my nails again. So what I do when I have a function, I just go, they paint the nails for the function, and then when they start chipping, I just, remove them and stay with my nails. Yeah, so I just make sure I keep them short and clean so that they're also not a nuisance. Yeah, so, but for the feet, I paint them, because for them, I always just paint them the normal nail polish. Yeah, so that one I fell off, but for good, healthy reasons. I had promised myself to go for a solo trip, but I've not yet gone for it. I'm planning to go for it like around September, October, especially when my baby has weaned. And I feel like I would be more comfortable being away, knowing that she's okay. And yeah. And then another thing on self-care was to go for therapy, whereby I was doing it myself through prayer and fasting. God was revealing to me some of the things that I had actually forgotten, and were informing or dictating the way I'm living my life. And I was journaling. So I haven't journaled in a while, so I feel like I need to go back to journaling. Yeah, so I'm really also not doing well in that department. I've really been so busy. I think some of my goals have taken a back burner. Yeah, but we are hoping to do better now that we have recapped and we've seen that we are lagging behind. We are going to do better. Yeah, and for the dance choreography, I promised myself I haven't done any. Yeah, so I feel like the next half of the year is going to, look up. I can't wait to come here, in December and say that everything that I promised myself to do, I have done. for now things are not really going well or as planned. Yeah, but I'm still hopeful and trusting that it will all go well. Another area that I wanted to work on was for health and fitness, and one of the things that I wanted to do was portion control. You guys, I did portion control for a little while, like, you know, like just even half of a week, and went back to eating my food. As you can see, it shows. Yeah, so that did not work out. Then I did skipping. Skipping was so good. I would feel good every time I'm done skipping my 100 skips. It was really good, but I got a challenge with my breast. They started hurting, and I think it's because I had the bras that I had were not holding them very well. I think that's why I was getting that challenge of my boobs hurting. So I stopped skipping. But another thing that I've resumed recently is intermittent fasting. So I'm doing the 16 hours of fast and then eat during the 8 hours. But it is helping me on one hand, but then on another hand, during my time for eating, I feel like I eat so much. So it's like I'm doing nothing. You guys, I need prayers. I need prayers so that I can be able to do portion control. Yeah, so that is one of the struggles that I'm having right now. I need to go into prayer and fasting and pray for it to go so that I can start eating little food, and then the weight can shed off. Of course, I have a weight goal in mind which I want to attain and then stay there, like pick at that weight goal. Yeah, so but for now I'll continue doing the intermittent fasting, and then maybe I can add a dance workout to it. Yeah, so that is how the health and fitness is going. As you can see, my shoulders have not yet, you know, come up. I promised myself to do exercises that would help strengthen my shoulders, strengthen my arms. I've really not yet gotten into that, but I'm not giving up on myself. You know, I'll keep trying and trying until I get something that works for me. Yeah, so I think I've covered all the areas that I talked about in my 2023 intentions. Guys, how is it going your side? Are you hitting all your objectives? Are you hitting all your goals? Guys, how is it going? A friend of mine was sharing with me how she did a vision board, and then on that vision board, things are actually happening. And that is one of the things that I want to think about next year, to do a vision board. I'm even going to do a literal vision board, get a board, pin my things on it and all. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, so how are things going on your side? Are you excelling at your goals? Are you also lagging behind like some of us and you need to improve? Yeah, so I encourage you to go back to your goals and then look through and see where you're lagging behind and why you're lagging behind, and let us plan to do better and be better. I am believing and trusting God that at the end of the year I'll come back and say, yay, I have hit all my goals. All right. Yes, so that is it for this video. I hope you've been uplifted, encouraged, and motivated to be the best version of yourself. Bye. See you in the next video.